Al, I know it's your birthday,
Yeah,
but we don't got to roll up this entire podcast into a ball.
right. Nailed it.
There you go. But it is your birthday, so you can cry if you want to.
Oh, well, I'm way ahead of you on that one. Oof.
Oof, indeed. Hello, welcome to this week's episode of the Season 11 Checkup OVA. It's a podcast where we have conversations about video games, anime, and manga. Hello, I'm Jared, joined as always by the birthday gal, Doc Al and Ladium.
Hello, it me.
It's Al. She's turning a young 22 years old again.
No.
23 years old again.
No.
We're going to talk about a game that featured on Al's Game of the Year list, I think.
It did.
A game where you roll things up with a ball,
hmm
and you can make a little freak if you want.
You can't make a little freak, and you did make a little
I
freak.
did make a little freak. We're going to talk about Once Upon a Katamari,
Katamari.
the first new console Katamari game since Touch My Katamari, which came out in 2011.
That sounds fake.
That does sound fake. So long ago.
Well, this is a time travel one.
Yeah. They do be time traveling. You get to go to different eras
Mm-hmm.
and roll things up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of rolling up. Make things big.
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 But sometimes not too big.
No. Do not pick up bear. Do not pick up what
Do
was the other
not pick
thing?
up the bear. Oh, what was the other thing? I don't remember. But yeah, that level was a mess.
I gotta remember what it is now.
Precision Katamari.
Cow and
Cow.
bear.
Mm.
Cow and bear. Yeah, that was a very precise level. Do not roll up cows nor bears, nor things that are adjacent to cows or bears, like a
Mm-hmm.
cousin. It's very dangerous.
The king is going to get mad if you do that.
Well, the king gets mad anyway at most things.
Whoa, what are you doing there?
I like that you can roll before he's finished talking. And he's just like,
He's so
oh,
sad.
it's finally happened.
They're no longer listening to me.
Fun. Making him have an existential crisis.
It's only taken 20 years for that to happen.
Well, it's hard to break that man's confidence.
Have confidence.
No confidence.
No confidence.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
game's fun.
Katamari.
Is there any development info on this?
Nope.
It came out.
They filed a trademark for it. It got announced, and then it came out. There you go.
Woo!
Done.
Done. Came out last year.
October the 24th, 2025 for all the consoles.
Yep, that makes sense why I played it when I did then.
Yes, this not to get into specifics, but this game was a helpful thing to make you be very head empty in a time when you
Yeah.
needed to be very head empty, let's say.
Yes, it was a good I was gonna say emotional crutch, but I don't know if that's entirely true either. It was literally just I needed to be head empty,
A
and
good distraction.
this was perfect for being head empty.
Mm-hmm.
It was exactly what I needed when I needed it. It good. It good.
I feel like it's always interesting, just like the idea that Katamari has become like a franchise that has lasted for 20 years. Because, I mean, when you think back to that first game, like it basically came out in like the right time and the right place.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, obviously it was gonna probably do okay in Japan and everything, but to put it out over here was very much just like let's just see if this does it. Let's
It
see if
was a
this
gamble.
works. But around that time, like the mid 2000s, especially for like the PS2 and everything, like that was a time where a lot of games from Japan were starting to come over more so than they had been in the past, and you could get a lot more experimental stuff, especially on the PS2. And again, around that time is when you started to see more of like the quote unquote the wacky zany, or just like the less sanitized Japanese games making their way over to the States, and
It's a good way to put it.
not just being held up in Japan at the time. And I think also one of the things that helped the original Katamari do well over here, and obviously made it become a successful series and with all its iterations afterwards, was that they were like, all right, this game's about a dude rolling things up with a ball. You want to just put that out for $20? All right, that sounds like a good idea. And like especially at that price point, it's just like,
why not?
Why not try this weird thing? And then obviously it becomes such a big thing, afterward. Like just the idea of Katamari, the music, especially with that first game, is so iconic. The weird story of the first game is iconic in a way.
Yep. It's like almost meme status at this point.
It was such a smart decision, especially because like I said, it's just the right time for that to come out. And there was also other games that were kind of experimenting with like just coming out at $20 at the time. So like it wasn't like that was the only game doing it. So like I said, right place, right time, really, for
totally
the original Katamari. And now it is
now it is a thing.
It is a franchise that's had a handful of games, and it is now back in our lives. I mean, they put out like a lot of like the original games on other like more modern consoles now. It's like re-releases and stuff, so you can get
like
those
Reroll just came out recently.
Yeah,
like
you can get
past few years.
You can get those older games and play those. You don't have to like boot up like an emulator of a PS2 or PS3 or whatever else. But yeah, now we have Once Upon a Katamari, where you, like you said, you time travel, you roll things up. There's a lot of DLC, but it's just music, which is whatever. I mean, unless you really want to listen to the older music. There's a lot of new music in this.
Yes.
There is. I noticed they got like the group who did one of like the more famous OPs, anime OPs in like 2021, 2022. They did the whatchamacallit. Let me look this up so I can remember what it's called. Keep Your Hands Off the Eizouken opening, which was who did that opening? Let me type this in again just to see. My brain, it does well.
Yay!
But it was a very famous, like it got really popular at the time and all that sort of stuff. Kelmiko, they did Easy Breezy. That was the opening theme. They have a song in this as well, and I was like, oh, I know who this is.
Interesting.
That's my story. I went up. That was a very long way to get around to this being my story, and I'm sticking to it. Anyways, Al, tell us about the Katamari.
Well, first off, it has an updated control scheme if you so choose. And it rules.
Yeah, I think that's smart, especially considering it's been
20 years?
Well, yeah, but also 14 years since the last one.
Yeah.
The last original one.
Yeah.
Makes sense to update the control scheme now. I give people, you have the option to play it like it originally is, or you could just like do the new way. Especially if you're trying to bring in newer players to the Katamari.
Yeah, and when I was playing through Reroll, I was like, oh, this scheme, it takes a lot to get used to after having not played for a minute. And like,
Sure.
yeah, it's great. I get it for the time, it was awesome, but like having this like method of control now, it's so much better. So like I switched and I was like, nah, I'm never going back. If they always give me the option for this, I'm always going for this. It just worked so much better. It was a lot more intuitive, and I was able to change the camera pretty easily, which is nice when you're trying to figure out where the heck you're gonna go and if you're gonna roll up a cow or a bear, which you don't want to roll up either. Um, but yeah, I mean, you really do just roll through time. There are a bunch of different like time periods. There's like a American Wild West one. There is I don't remember which period in Japanese history it is, but there is a Japanese history one. Um, there's like dinosaurs, which
There
is
do be
cool.
dinosaurs.
There do be dinosaurs.
The Ice
Um,
Age.
the Ice Age. Are you looking them up?
To be fair, I went on the website. It's like the Jurassic Era, Ice Age, historic Japan, and more. It's like, oh, well,
And
that doesn't tell
more.
me much, but
No.
there was like there was like a modern era one.
Yes, there was a modern era.
Mm-hmm.
Um, is it Edo Japan? Edo Japan?
Might be.
Voyage at Sea, which is like old pirates.
Yeah.
Um, trying to think what else we got. Yeah, present day. Ancient Greece, I forgot about that one.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, so basically you have all those that the King of all Cosmos is making travel through to do the same stuff you always do. You roll up the Katamari and then you make something that goes into space. There's a broken scroll that you're trying to repair, which like honestly it's the plot of a Katamari game. Like it's not really all that intense. You don't have a ton going on here, but I do like that the original story people are in the last level that you're rolling up in. You can roll them up at one point. And I was like, oh, it's the family from the
Mm-hmm.
first game.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I'm gonna roll you up. And then each one has like cousins that you can pick up.
A lot of cousins.
A lot of cousins. And then there's other stuff you can pick up too.
You get like little accessories you can put on the character you're playing as.
Yes.
Like you can get hats, you can get like things to put on your back, things to put on your face, mix and match all that because it'll also have like stuff that's like era appropriate for the place you're in, and also just like a bunch of other stuff as well.
Yeah.
You can just mix and match all of that to have a real fun and goofy look.
Yeah, I had the prince with like a T-Rex head for
Yeah.
a pretty decent chunk of time. But
It's just,
then
it's also funny because like it's just like it's not like he's putting on a T-Rex head, it's just on top of his head.
it's just on top of his head. Yeah, that's what's funny about it is that it's just on top of his head.
Yeah.
But then they've also added in the ability to like do a gotcha thing and get stuff and you can like make your own cousin,
Mm-hmm.
which at one point after I'd almost beat the game, I was like, "Hey Jared,
Hello.
you're really good at making real just real weirdos and create a character type thing. You want to come in here and create a character?" And you're like, "Heck yes, I do." So I had you come in and create a cousin for me.
Yep.
And he was a real weird little guy that we named, was it Game Boy?
That might be right.
I think you named him Game Boy.
You know,
Named after a true weird one.
you gotta name it after a true blah, 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 weird one.
But he was a goofy looking dude.
Mm-hmm.
So I finished the game playing as him, but yeah, you get to do all kinds of rolling and all kinds of little fun challenges and it's still quirky and it's still goofy and the King of all Cosmos is still doing all kinds of crazy stuff, but you also have like little vignettes with like the Queen too,
Mm-hmm.
where she's also just breaking stuff constantly. You're like, all right, well, I guess it runs in the family.
I did like the little vignettes of the King of All Cosmos where he would go to like the various time frames and just
Hmm.
like try and do stuff and just be very weird.
And
And
then
it,
the little paintbrush cousin would like make
yeah,
art of
yeah, yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. It was very good.
Like one of my favorites I remember pretty distinctly is the one where he's like watching the theater and there's like dudes on stage with like these red wigs that they're like spinning around And he's like, I'm also going to do that. And then ends up like making a weird like tornado type thing. And it's just absolute chaos and it's beautiful.
Very good.
Very, very fun. But yeah, the little paintbrush guy is always like, whoa! And then has to paint something from it. Um, but yeah, it has the like old-timey ones. Like one of my favorites was like in the Old West one, you just have to collect all gold.
Yeah.
And so you're just rolling up anything that's gold, but then I'm also like rolling up corn and stuff like that. It's close enough. Um, you
There's
have to
another one
like,
where like another one where you have to like collect gold, but like you're in like a ninja village or something, and like
yeah,
you have to collect the gold, but also not get like caught by the people who are trying to stop you and all that sort of stuff.
yeah, that one was fun.
Mm-hmm.
You had to not get hit by
The,
the
they would just
I was
like
gonna,
bounce you around if they get run into you. It's like
there's like secret rooms you can get more money.
yeah.
There's also the levels where you have to like make the dudes eat a lot. And
Yes.
like the ball is just the guys
Yeah,
instead of an actual ball.
yeah.
And there's like three or four different ones, those levels of like, here's this guy, he's doing it. Oh no, this guy wants to do it too. And now this guy wants to do it. And it's just like, all right, you just make this dude huge by feeding him a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's how that works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of like just fun kind of like not just strictly go
Go make a
roll
star type thing.
go roll around and make a thing this big type deal. Like, like you said, there was those, there was the ones where you had to avoid stuff. But there's also the ones where you got to make things extremely big. Like there's like one of those last final levels is one like
Oh,
you had to like make it like a ball that was super duper big just to
yep.
finish it, and it was like you
Yep.
had to like basically pick up everything on the level. It's like a huge level to start with, and even all that. So
Mm-hmm.
it was a fight against the timer, especially in that one,
Yeah.
a war of
Yeah.
attrition
It
of
really
rolling.
was. And then there's some where like you can only pick up a certain amount of items.
Yeah.
But you still have to like, make it pretty big.
There's a one where you have to like kind of like just guess at how big it is.
Oh, you're right. There's a few of those. They're like, make it around here. And I'm like,
Yeah, go for it.
sure. There's another one that like it's a race. Like you're participating in a race around a an island. And a bunch of other people are like part of that race, and obviously, like eventually, you get big enough that you're just like rolling up the other participants as well.
Yeah.
And also like I don't know, Wales and Neptune, and then the island itself. And it's like I think I won this race. I rolled up most everything on the island and everybody who was participating. I think I win.
I think that means you win.
I think so. But yeah, there was one where it's like having to guess to like build a ship. Um that was pretty tough because I was like, I don't know sizes.
I
Shrug
mean,
shoulders.
especially in this game when the size kind of like changes depending on the level.
Yeah, true.
So it's not like you just be like, oh, well, it was like this in this level, so of course it's going to be like this. Like that isn't really, it's not really a 1-to-1 thing there.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, definitely a lot of variety and all that, and also the level designs as well were really fun because like they really took from the various eras you go to make just some really fun and wild levels
Hmm.
all the way throughout the game, spanning each and every era and all that sort of stuff. Like there was that one in the modern era where you're just like rolling around on all of these like food carts,
Yeah.
which was really neat.
I like that one. You're like actually part of like the food cart, so you can like roll through like the fryers and
Hmm.
pick up stuff, and you can like pick stuff out of the like display cases,
Yeah.
and that one was fun. You have to like roll across like the utensils to get to different areas in the on the map.
Hmm.
Um There was another one that I was gonna bring up, and now I'm blanking on what it was.
Uh-oh.
Oh, there was one that was like a saloon
Yeah.
in the American West one where like you start off very, very tiny, like on the pool table.
Mm-hmm.
And then eventually like you're going outside of the saloon and like rolling up things out there, like, hey, I'm gonna grab this cacti. Um, so you're starting off with like, I can pick up a cue ball, and then eventually I'm picking up cowboys.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, but like I like the multi-stage levels like that where it's like, ah, you're moving on very different levels. Which the big one at the end was also like that. Like you were helping me strategize on that one.
Yeah.
Um, but once you get to like certain barriers, you're like, all right, moving on, moving on, moving on, moving on, go, go, go. It worked though.
Hey, we got through it.
I platinumed this game.
You did.
Um, which again, it was a game that I really, really needed at a time where I really, really needed it.
Yeah.
So it isn't surprising that I platinumed
It
it.
was basically like you came out and then like everything happened. You just like dropped everything. Like, I'm just going to play Katamari.
Yep.
I was like, all right.
And I was like, hey, you want to watch me play Katamari? And you're like, yeah.
All right.
And it worked. It worked. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, at the end, you're just like rolling up stars and planets and stuff and trying to fill the hole that's um ripped itself into the scroll that the King of all Cosmos once filled.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another one where you kind of have to guess where it's big enough.
Yeah. And they also did the thing with the credits, right? Where you just roll up the credits.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I
fun.
felt bad because I left a few of the cousins behind. They got rolled up, but
Rip.
like by the scroll, not by me. Um, because some of those cousins are freaky.
They are little freaks.
They're little freaks. And you kept getting on to me because every time went by Miso, I would punch him, knock him down.
You were being a bully to some of them, some cousins.
It was mainly Miso.
So rude.
He has a soup bowl for a head.
Don't 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 be rude. He was born like that.
He has a soup bowl for a head. I had to just,
What do you want him to do about it?
I don't know. That's why I pushed him around.
Jeez.
But yeah, there's some real goofy dudes. Did you have a particular favorite cousin besides the cousin we made?
The cousin we made.
Besides the cousin we
No,
made.
just that. The cousin we made.
I
That's
think
all you need.
I think I like the one that looks like the prince, but he's also like kind of a horse for whatever reason. It's like,
It's pretty good.
who are you? He's just a little guy, just a little freak. And also, I found out there's a princess. I did not know that there was a princess.
The expanding lore of Katamari.
So wouldn't that make her a sister and not a cousin?
Presumably.
Okay, just, curious.
Presumably.
I do also like that I got the King of all Cosmos as a little dude, as one of my things for playing the game or like
good.
pre-ordering the game or whatever.
Yeah.
So I got to see what he looked like when he was the size of the prince.
Just a little guy.
He was just a little guy. I'm sure he was still a menace then too.
Oh, for sure.
That guy, born menace, just like you, Game Boy.
He's like, what?
What?
I'm sleeping over here. Why are you bothering me?
I'm not a menace.
Don't be rude.
Meow, yeah.
I'm a gremlin.
You're a little cousin now in Katamari forever.
Yeah, he doesn't want to talk directly into the mic this week.
He did just meow though.
Why didn't he? It didn't pick up.
Oh, bummer. It's probably because he's shoving his face into the couch.
He's like, I'm sleeping. Obviously, because this is an audio podcast, you're all missing some very good game footage, but he's just being a little goblin as per usual. But that's just how he is.
Yeah, he is.
He sure be. Hopefully they don't take another 14 years to make another Katamari game.
Yeah, I hope that they make some more Katamari games. I'd be happy if they made DLC for this that's not music.
I also wonder if we're going to get like more re-releases because they've only done re-releases of the first two games. So it'd be interesting to see if they decide to push forward with more of the old games and putting them on modern systems as well.
Mm-hmm. What would be next? We Heart Katamari?
Me and My Katamari, the
Me and My
PSP
Katamari.
game.
Whoa.
Because We Love Katamari's already been re-released.
Oh, has it?
Yeah. They re-released it in 2023.
Did I miss that?
I think you might have missed that.
Okay, because I was like, I have reroll. Okay, I'll look into that.
But yeah. Once
Happy
upon a
birthday to me.
Katamari.
I rolled a bunch of balls.
You rolled up a birthday wish and it was a Katamari.
Yay!
And a gremlin cat.
2 gremlin cats.
2 gremlin cats.
And a best friend!
Who's that?
You.
Me.
You!
You made Gam look at the camera. He
Hell
laser-eyed
yeah.
me.
Hell yeah. I'm a winner.
You are a winner is you.
A winner is me. Next week is your birthday.
It's true.
We'll talk about something that's not Katamari related.
It's true. You're not wrong. But yeah, let's go do it for us this week. So if you'd like more from us, head on over to seasonalamecheckup.com or sac.cool, where you can find past episodes of this podcast, another podcast like Jared now watch. Next week is going to be our final Inuyasha episode. It's been a long time coming.
Woof. Wow.
Woof indeed.
Woof.
Very wild to think about that. But yeah, that's coming up, and then we'll have a new series to talk about after that.
Mm-hmm.
You can find all of those episodes up on the site and everywhere else as well. You can find more from Al at anladium.com. She's got columns and reviews. You can follow us on Twitter and TikTok, Anime Checkup. Follow us on Blue Sky, seasonalamecheckup.com. You can buy our books, One Shiny Moment, Critical Analysis of Love, Life, Sunshine, Hot Tubs, and Pac-Man on Amazon.com. And you support us on Patreon, patreon.com/SACOVA. Buy us a slice of pizza, get access to unedited versions of the podcast early. Our monthly exclusive Patreon podcast, new episode of that up. You can listen to that and all the other episodes of that podcast and a bunch of other bonus stuff on the Patreon right now. Right now. Next week, it's time to make some choices. Time to be heroic.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to do some interesting karaoke. Time to get our butt out.
I think you mean some great karaoke.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And to talk to a pretty lady.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Dispatch.
Dispatch.
And how Al made all the choices.
I did.
While being very stressed.
I was.
So we'll talk about all that next week.
Yay.